Paris Jackson, the resilient scion of pop royalty, has once again bared her soul to the world, this time unveiling a stark, physical remnant of her past battles with addiction. In a raw social media disclosure, the 27-year-old singer and model detailed the harrowing toll of drug abuse on her body. A perforated septum, manifesting as a noticeable hole in the delicate cartilage separating her nostrils. This revelation, shared through a candid video, transcends mere confession. It's a visceral cautionary tale, a luminous warning etched in flesh, urging the vulnerable, especially the young, to steer clear of substances that promise escape but deliver chains. The video's intimacy is disarming. Jackson, her voice steady yet laced with vulnerability, begins by acknowledging the oversight in her public narrative. "I never realized I hadn't addressed this, and it can sometimes be very noticeable," she admits, drawing viewers into a moment of unfiltered honesty. She describes the telltale symptom, a piercing whistle that accompanies each nasal breath, like an unwelcome symphony conducted by her own anatomy. To illustrate, she employs her phone's flashlight, illuminating the nostril to reveal a translucent tunnel bridging the divide, a ghostly aperture born of repeated chemical invasions. It's a sight both clinical and profoundly human, stripping away the gloss of celebrity to expose the raw underbelly of recovery. At its core, a perforated septum represents more than anatomical anomaly. It's a badge of survival amid self-destruction. Medically, this condition arises when the septum, the thin wall of bone and cartilage partitioning the nasal cavity, erodes, creating a breach that disrupts airflow and invites complications like chronic infections or breathing difficulties. While myriad causes exist, from overuse of nasal decongestants to traumatic injuries, chemical exposures, autoimmune disorders, or even rare tumors, Jackson's is unequivocally tied to her history of substance misuse. Cocaine, with its corrosive journey through the nasal passages, is a notorious culprit, eroding tissue over time until perforation becomes inevitable. Her story echoes countless others in the shadows of fame, where the allure of numbness collides with the body's unyielding limits. Jackson's admonition cuts through with maternal ferocity: "Do not use drugs, kids." It's a plea unadorned by judgment, born from the crucible of experience rather than moral superiority. She tempers it with nuance, conceding life's inexorable pull toward experimentation. Everyone is going to have the experience they need to have, yet her verdict is unequivocal: "I don't recommend it because it ruined my life." This duality captures the essence of her advocacy. Empathetic yet unflinching, inviting reflection without imposition. In an era where social media glamorizes highs and glosses lows, her transparency serves as a counter-narrative, a digital intervention for scrolling youth teetering on curiosity's edge. Her journey to this point is a tapestry of grief, rebellion, and rebirth. As Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris inherited not just his ethereal talent but the spectral weight of his legacy, the relentless scrutiny, the isolation of prodigy status. Orphaned young by her father's untimely death, she navigated adolescence under a microscope, her every misstep magnified. Mental health struggles, including self-harm and suicidal ideation, intertwined with substance experimentation, forming a perfect storm in her early 20s. Heroin and alcohol became false refuges, numbing the cacophony of loss and expectation. By 20, the physical manifestations emerged, the whistle a constant, mocking reminder amid studio sessions where breath is melody's foundation. Recovery for Jackson has been no linear ascent but a labyrinthine reclaiming. Nearly 6 years sober, she views surgery as a Pandora's box, post-operative painkillers tempting relapse's siren call. "You have to take pills for a surgery that gnarly, and I don't want to mess with that," she explains, prioritizing sobriety's sanctity over cosmetic correction. This choice embodies her philosophy: healing as holistic pursuit, embracing imperfections as signposts of progress. The septum's persistence, a bitch in vocal booths, underscores resilience. She threads spaghetti through it in jest, turning affliction into anecdote, symbol into strength. Broader ripples emanate from her disclosure. In the addiction discourse, personal testimonies like Jackson's humanize statistics, bridging the chasm between celebrity excess and everyday peril. They dismantle myths, that wealth insulates, that fame fortifies, revealing universality and vulnerability. For Gen Z and beyond, bombarded by normalized vice in media, her video is a beacon, prompting dialogues on consent, consequence, and community. It aligns with rising awareness campaigns, from school programs to influencer-led PSAs, emphasizing prevention's power. Jackson's evolution mirrors a generational shift toward mental health destigmatization. No longer the shadowed heiress, she's a multifaceted artist, modeling for Vogue, voicing in American Horror Story, crooning introspective tracks like Hit Your Knees. Her sobriety milestone, marked with gratitude's profundity, reframes trauma as catalyst. I got a better life, she reflects, likening sobriety to a crash that realigns priorities. This Phoenix narrative inspires, proving reinvention possible post-ruin. Ultimately, Jackson's Septem's story is a manifesto of mercy, to self and others. It whispers that scars, visible or veiled, narrate survival, not shame. In shining light on her darkness, she illuminates paths for the lost, affirming that while drugs may perforate the body, recovery mends the spirit. Her warning endures. Choose life unadulterated, for the highs of authenticity eclipse any fleeting rush.